American Standards are a hardcore band out of Arizona that are just delivering face-melting riffs to you with their brand new album called Anti-Melody. The album kicks off with a track called Writer's Block Party. You start by hearing this creaking door opening, and from that point on it is just completely unrelenting, and you just get drawn into this album completely. The chaotic and discordant guitar riffs on this album just really kind of somehow, despite the title of the album, work together to form some sort of melody underneath all the chaoticness and just the absolute sheer mind-blowingness of just what they're doing here. It feels like everything was just thrown together and somehow it works, especially on the track Danger Music number 9, which just is completely just jam-packed with everything. It feels like they really kind of just went all over the place with it and somehow formed some kind of cohesive song in there. And it's probably one of my favorite tracks off of here. It feels like it shouldn't make any sort of sense, but somehow in the end it actually does. There's some generally kind of upbeat and fast-tempoed, mostly kind of punk-influenced tracks on here. There's songs like Church Burner and Chicago Overcoat, which kind of have these twinges of sludge and grunge to them, and they feel like a little bit slowed down in compared to the rest of the tracks in parts. There's a definite more solemn and emotional melodic track, which is Bartenders Without Wings, and that track really feels like something from like Touche Amore or La Dispute. It just kind of feels like that straight hardcore melodic, don't want to say ballady track, but it's almost there, and it really kind of works on there. There is this real sense of emotion on that track. I think they did a good job, and it kind of breaks things up a little bit. May not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it at least kind of works where they fit it in the album. This album and this band are really for fans of bands like Dillinger Escape Plan, The Chariot, early Norma Jean, just that kind of style of chaotic hardcore and mathcore, just that nice blend. And it's definitely not an album for everyone. I mean, if you're not into things like this, it may be a little bit too much. They are very loud, very aggressive, very fast-paced, in your face. Like I said, there's a lot going on each of these tracks. There is a ton of layers to everything, and you kind of have to shift through of that to really get a sense of what it is, what they're going for. You know, despite the title track, like I said, there are a ton of melodies throughout here. There are songs that are going to have you singing along. I mean, and that said, also they've just written an album that's full of just fight songs, and I know I've used that before. If you don't understand what that means, it's basically just songs and guitar riffs, especially, and drumming that just makes you want to go out and fight somebody or just tear a venue down and just destroy everything together. There's a ton of these harsh throwaway riffs on here that just seemed like they're just there, and it's something that I've always been drawn to, and this album really kind of has a sense of urgency and energy to it that I feel a lot of other bands definitely kind of lack. American Standards have really crafted something here, and I think there's a lot of potential for the band to just go on from here and to continue making great music. Thank you so much for watching the review of American Standards Anti-Melody. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like this video. Leave a comment down below. Have you listened to this album? Have you heard of this band? What do you think? Is this the type of music that you guys are interested? Definitely want to hear from you, and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more.